Shoo! Shoo! Beep, 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 beep. And also, of course, Tytoons is back. After a historic week and weekend in hip hop, it is currently Tuesday, May 7th, and boy, oh boy, have we upped the rap game in terms of disses. We've had Venom before, of course, with Jay versus Nas, 50 versus Ja Rule, Ice Cube versus Jerry Hella, and pretty much everybody on the West Coast. But this is definitely going to enter the pantheon just with the level of ferocity and the age of social media, with just the responses and the way that people were interacting with it. So I'm going to try and break it down for people that aren't too familiar with it, because I have absolutely been living in it, and I'm just bursting at the seams to be able to tell everybody and get back into the game, because I've seen a lot of reactions. Shout outs to No Look Shaq. Kendrick, he killing him. That dude was hilarious. Props. So I just want to break it down for my 50 fans out there and white people in general. So I'm going to run back the timeline. Actually, it goes all the way back to October of last year, 2023, when Kendrick and J. Cole got together and dropped First Person Shooter, and that was really the first mention of the big three. J. Cole was shouting them out. Is it K. Dot, Aubrey, or me? And then, fast forward to March 22nd, and the lead up to March 22nd was Future and Metro Boomin producing the album We Don't Trust You. And basically, I think they were beefing over a woman. That's unconfirmed as far as my standpoint. I wasn't really looking forward to it, but I was like, hey, I like Future, I like Metro, and they were beefing with Drake. The title or the track Like That, from what I remember, it didn't have an official feature credit. So on the second verse, here comes Kendrick out of absolutely nowhere with a blistering verse that says, F the big three, it's just big me. We also got the first interaction of the Michael versus Prince bars, and he just came with that heat. Everybody was super surprised. Everybody was talking about it. And it was really the first time that in this beef or this rap war that someone instigated or almost said a name. They didn't. They would go on to later in the future. But the big three was clearly the response to what J. Cole had said. Then we have April 4th. And at the time, J. Cole was kind of queuing up an album. He was teasing some things called Might Delete Later, where he was doing little video snippets of his tour with Drake. He was also in album mode, him hyping the fall off. He drops an EP, Might Delete Later, tagged with a song at the very end called 7 Minute Drill. Now, this was a pretty soft little diss, maybe a little jab to Kendrick. It did have a really nice beat switch. The conductor beat at the end was dope. He did have a few bars talking about Kendrick's discography, which is pretty much untouchable. Nobody can really mess with it. He's got Good Kid. He's got To Pimp a Butterfly. He's got Damn. Mr. Morale, I wasn't really feeling it, but his first one, like his last one, it's a classic. You don't have one. That's a future bar. So J. Cole drops that on Friday, April 4th, and then headlining his own Dreamville Festival on Sunday, he publicly apologized. Now, for the next 3 or 4 days, the whole internet was clowning him. Homeboy, it's rap. It's a sport. Like, you got to be out there and in it. So he took it back, and the world kind of was just like, what's going on? So then, fast forward to April 19th. This is after a few leaks, a couple of different beats. Drake officially drops Push-Ups. A lot of people say he leaked it to test the waters, to test a response on how people were going to be feeling it. It's actually a pretty dope song. A lot of beat switches in there as well. So he kind of upped the ante to finally respond to Kendrick's verse and like that. After that, he also posted Tailor Made, which used AI, Tupac, and Snoop. And I know Snoop came out and was like, yo, I'm not feeling that. But the Tupac estate officially told them to pull it off. So Drake's out there clowning. Drake's out there trolling like he does. So he's riding high on Push-Ups and then this Tailor Made. And then every day after April 19th, he was, doing his trolling thing on Twitter saying, hey, where you at, homie? What's going on? It didn't come until Tuesday, April 30th, literally a week ago, literally 1 week ago, that Kendrick comes out of absolutely nowhere again and drops Euphoria. 8:30 on a Tuesday morning Most hip hop heads hadn't even had their coffee yet. I did. And he does everything that we all praise Kendrick for. He's got the reverse lyrics, super interesting. He's got a number of beat switches. He puts Drake's fake Canadian accent on for Crodie. And he's like, you're cheesing, fam. Love that part. He also shout out Sexy Red and Seen Two Bad Bitches. My friends and I have been talking about this literally for a week, and we thought that this was going to really start the things. Little did we know how crazy it was going to go over these next couple of days. So that was a week ago, Tuesday, May 30th. Friday, I got on a plane, by the way. I was on vacation. Shout outs to Marcus and the whole Keel family. I'm at the airport, and J3, also shout out, texted me that Kendrick's dropped again, 6/16 in LA. Now this starts all the craziness of they were sneak dissing in their album, in their beef titles and everything, because anybody that knows, Drake's got the timestamp series where he really raps versus Drake with the melodies, which is another thing that Kendrick said. I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he acts tough. So he puts that out. Another incredible beat, I believe it's an Al Green sample that's looped. He shout outs that he's controlling OVO. There's a mole in Drake's camp. OVO is Drake's unit, October's very own. So everybody's like, wow, he back-to-backed him. He did it, which is what a tactic that Drake did previously with Meek Mill. So get on the plane. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I'm checking my phone constantly. No Drake response until Friday. Later in that evening, we get Family Matters. Drake drops Family Matters, which is literally a music video of him towing and then crushing the Good Kid, Mad City van. Bars on bars, more beat switches, more references to Prince and Mike Jack. Drake starts to talk about Kendrick maybe beating his wife, crazy domestic violence accusations. But then minutes after that drops, Kendrick goes with Meet the Grams, which is literally the most devastating thing I think I've heard in a rap battle, where he pens a note literally to Drake's, quote, hidden son previously that Pusha T revealed, Dear Adonis. He talks about Kendrick's dad raising an awful person and he should be ashamed of himself. He talks about Drake's dad. He talks about Drake's mom, and then he drops the bomb that Drake is also hiding a little girl, age 11, appropriately. So that was Friday. Friday we had 6/16, Family Matters, and then within minutes we had Meet the Grams, also produced by The Alchemist. Crazy beat. If you're familiar with We Cry Together on Mr. Morale, it's kind of got the tinge of that real darkness to it, the looping piano sample and everything. Saturday, pretty quiet until Kendrick drops the bomb, the West Coast bomb, Not Like Us, which you will now hear probably everywhere from TNT basketball commercials to being bumped out at the Chavez Ravine. Don't like the Dodgers. Padres all day. But it's out there. It's in the world. Everybody's hyping it up. It is number one on all of the charts. And, man, the line that I'm going to drop is certified lover boy, certified. And I don't know if I'll get, like, pulled or whatever, but that's the bar. He also breaks down Drake's utilization of the East Atlanta crew, calling them a colonizer, which is wild. And then finally, yesterday, Sunday, we had Drake, again taking note from his rival's catalog. Drake drops The Heart Part 6, which is officially what Kendrick's next song in the Heart series would have been, The Heart Part 6, where he accuses Kendrick again of domestic violence. And he also says that Dave Free, his manager, is one of the child's actual parents. But according to the internet and according to me, Drake doesn't have the heart in it anymore. He sounded very defeated. He is trying to defend against those PDF allegations. And here we are. So this has been absolutely wild. I can't believe it's only been a week. I can't believe I did that in about 9 minutes. But look out for more reactions. Definitely when Kendrick drops a proper full album. It's going to be exciting. There's going to be some reactions to that. I'm going to bring the Thai tunes back. Appreciate everybody riding with me. Shout out to the family and friends. Love all you guys. And let's get it!